Hi, it's Shawn Casemore here. Thanks again for joining me on another one of my weekly videos attempting to help you empower your organization and improve the performance of your team. This week I wanted to speak about redefining how we think about employee productivity. There was a recent study by the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, and what they reported is that worker productivity is actually on the decline. Now, in some cases that may be the case. However, when you really consider how productivity from an employee standpoint is measured, I want to suggest to you that maybe we're looking at this all wrong. Productivity is typically measured by the time in which it takes us to complete a task efficiently. That makes sense. But if you take a look at today's workforce, how people tend to work together today versus maybe 10, 20 years ago, there's a lot more discussion, a lot more dialogue. And in most cases, not all, but most cases, this is a good thing. The more we get people discussing an idea or a project or a task or something they're embarking on with a few other people that can give them some diversity of opinion, what we end up with is a more robust result. We get buy-in and support from others who are involved in this discussion, and we often get a better quality product in the end. Think about it this way. Back in the day of the individual that worked in kind of a siloed environment, they just keep their head down and push work out all day long, but only to find that their boss or coworkers didn't agree with that work, and they'd have to rework it and rework it and rework it. Today, we have them get together in advance of doing that work, you get the ideas and input from others, and then complete it. So yeah, it may take longer to do that task, and maybe that meeting or discussion seems inefficient or not that productive, but in reality, what's really happening is they're creating a better quality product and they're doing things right the first time. So what I would like you to do is consider your organization. How are you defining productivity with your people, with your team? Do you reward those or see those that are productive as people that have their heads down pumping out information on a daily basis? Or when you see people in meetings, do you cringe at the thought that they're not getting something done? If that's the case, you need to start to shift how you're thinking, and that's for a couple reasons. First off, millennials, the younger generation in the workforce today, come from that environment. They're really adopt well to collaboration, to working in teams, to having discussions about what they're going to do. Now, sometimes they also want to have headphones in and not listen to anybody, but they work well in an environment where they can actually collaborate. So as time goes on and you get more millennials into your business, this is going to be a necessary part or component of the business. But go back to what I said before. Collaboration, dialogue, interaction, some opinion actually helps create a better quality product. Now, I'm not suggesting you go and have meetings nonstop and bring everybody in and discuss everything. That's not my intention. But what my intention is to suggest that we maybe need to start to review or change our definition of productivity. And if you're one of the folks that looks at productivity as amount of work pumped out, person that keeps their head down is highly productive. People that talk are not. Maybe you need to start to shift that view. So here's a little test for you to do. This week, take a look in your organization at those people that you think are highly productive. What is the quality of their work, the quality of their outcomes of their work compared to those that you might not think are so productive, specifically those who maybe interact and discuss with others before or during their work itself? I think you're going to find that those that have some interaction during their work or prior to completing a task or project oftentimes have a better quality product, and studies have shown probably a more creative idea or solution. There's just simply no way somebody that's working in isolation can be as creative as a couple people having a quick dialogue before tackling the exact same task. So this week, my thought for you is I want you to consider how you're defining productivity. And I want you to start to work with your people to try and inspire them to use creativity and collaboration as a component of productivity. The outcome of the work is more important than how quickly you get it done. I thank you again for joining me on another of these weekly tips that I share with you. Make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn, Shawn Casemore. You can check out more resources, videos like this, and ebooks, all on building team support on my website if you prefer. That's ShawnCasemore.com. Or if you'd like short tidbits, make sure you check me out on Twitter, @ShawnCasemore. I look forward to speaking with you again next week.